How did you end up choosing to join the Flying Dragons?
I had a friend there. I had a friend that was already there that I met in my travels.
But you joined the fresh off the boat ones, not the American-born Chinese ones, right?
Yeah.
And it was because your friend was a part of the FOB ones? That's why?
Yeah. He was part of it. And, it looked like he was doing good. I used to see him all the time when we go out partying. And, we give each other a look. And then eventually we became friends. And then when I said, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these BTK motherfuckers. He's like, oh, come with us. I bet.
When you joined the Flying Dragons, you got some BTK members to go with you though, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say that I push the crowd, but I'm a likable person. I make friends or whatever, and you get close to people. And when I see like the grass is green on the other side, people I'm close with, I'm gonna tell them, yo, come on, man, let's check out the grass over there. Come on, come with me. You know. So yeah, I did.
At that time, the BTK and Flying Dragons, they had issues though, right?
BTK had issues with everybody.
Right. That's why their thing was so short, right? Their reign was so short.
Yeah. I mean, if beef with BTK members, grab a number and get in line. Like so many.
So things over at the Flying Dragons didn't work out because you didn't like the way that things were ran over there, right? Your Dai-Lo was like the owner of a store and made you guys like work in the store.
Yeah. In a grocery store, in a fruit stand. I mean, when I see my boy, he always had money, he had nice cars and shit like that. So I'm thinking, damn, these motherfuckers is rolling. So and I was in a street gang with no hierarchy. So we was living, like I said, in our apartment, we had like 8 mattresses on the floor, dirty as fuck, and we're all laying there, sleeping there, getting high there. Like it's a big difference. And then when I see other members, I said, damn, got a nice car, he's looking kind of fly. So I'm thinking, damn, maybe I should do that. Little did I know he was getting a fucking paycheck from the fucking grocery store, from the fruit stand. So, I can only take it for so long. I can only take it for so long. I couldn't. I tried. I swear I tried. Like, so many fucking things was thrown at me and giving me signs to say, yo, it's time to go. I got caught calling the porno lines. Fucking. Then I try to cause a mutiny and be like, yo, come on, we're gonna start our own shit. I didn't say, yo, let's leave and go to the Ghost Shadows. I was like, yo, I'm gonna start my own shit. Come follow me. You know what I'm saying? And then he told
you were
on me.
expecting more street action, and it was just this is just a job.
I was expecting, yo, we're gonna walk around with guns, we're gonna go robbing motherfuckers, we're gonna go jacking motherfuckers up. But nah, I'm over there at the fucking fruit stand, cold as fuck, like this. Yo, $5. If I get the fuck out of there, I didn't sign up for this, but I'll go the fuck home. Yo, no offense. I'm still friends with a lot of them. And no offense. I was young, that's how I felt. That's how I felt at the time.
Right.
So I was like, I'm getting the fuck out. Like I see the comments, man, motherfuckers call me a hood hopper. Come on, you're gonna marry the first girl you ever dated? You gotta find yourself. So
you were trying to start your own crew and you got snitched on by one of the former BTK members that you recruited.
Yeah, because he spoke Chinese too, but he was straight up Vietnamese and white mix. He was a war baby. So he's already trying to like be accepted. So he thought ratting me out and sucking up to the boss is gonna make him like him even more. Because I was on the bring you over here. So he gave me up. And then they called me and asked me about this shit. And then, I said, you know what? I think it's time to find a new home, And then
what was their reaction though when you told them I'm leaving?
What? No, I didn't say I was like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck him out.
But they didn't care? They didn't like react strongly?
What are you gonna do? You own a fucking fruit stand. I'll come fucking spray up the whole fucking fruit stand. I know where you live. Like, well, what are you gonna do to me? So yeah, no, nothing happened. But a couple of months down the line, the people I joined ended up having an altercation with them, and they was looking for this individual named Jack, right? Who was also a friend still, and he was always good to me, but he was a straight up gangster. He was thug too. We tried to put a gambling machine in the grocery store, and he was like, "Fuck that! I'm not letting that shit go down." It was Jack and Frankie. They was brothers. So the person that got the message relayed back to us, so we're like, oh, we're gonna look for Frank Frankie or Jackie or Jack. We're gonna look for them. Actively seek them out because they're the ones with the big mouth talking about we can't put the shit in there. So somebody said, "Oh, we see them at this Italian coffee shop playing video games in the back." It was called Cha Cha's, and then we all went down there to look for Jack and Frankie. But like I said, I still had like friendship towards him, and Jack was there. Frankie wasn't there, but Jack was there. So my boy Peter, who got deported, he went in there and said, "Who the fuck is Jack? Who the fuck is Frankie?" Everybody's looking at each other, and I see George there playing video games. I said, "Oh, there's Jack right there." And I pointed at George because he was the one that betrayed me, and they just fucking stomped the shit out of him. But then everybody, dudes that I still like, I told them, "Yo, go, leave." They left George there, and we stomped the shit out of him, like literally kicked all his teeth out and everything because they was looking
Wow.
for Jack, you know. But hey, yeah, you sign up for this lifestyle. You know,
Right.
I didn't wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, I want to get shot today." I signed up for this lifestyle. I got accepted. You signed up for this lifestyle. You got your teeth stomped out. You chose this.
How did you choose to join the Ghost Shadows after the Flying Dragons? Because didn't that add like fuel to the beef that was already brewing between them? That you leaving
Well,
for one.
already I already created a little buzz around my name because I was a troublemaker. You know, so I had another friend that was also in there, and he's been asking me for like since my BCK days. Said, "Yo, why didn't you just come with us, man? Yo, boom." And I never did. I went to FD because I thought they was doing better. But little did I know, eventually I found my place with the guys that wanted me from the beginning. And a lot of things that people don't know about Ghost Shadows, there's two different branches. There's the Mott Street sect and there's the Bay Street sect. Mott Street sect is like the FOBs, the ones that don't really speak English, the ones that the people that are in control don't care about. My
And they
group
didn't
was
get
Bay.
along, right?
We always clashed because they always felt that the older people, the bosses, favored us more because my crew, Bay Street, we all spoke English. Everybody's predominantly ABC, and everybody in that crew came from somewhere else. It was like the
Mm.
cream of the crop. Like they only recruit. It's rare that somebody first joined and become Bay Street back then. Like you had to join something else and then get recruited from somewhere else. Like everybody, there was mad XTO members in Bay Street, X Flying Dragons, X BTK, X Mod Street Ghost Shadows, like X Folk Chain. Like there's so many X this in that crew because that crew was recruited by the people that knew, yo, we gotta get the best of best or cream of the crop or whatever. Ones that speak English, ones that's not on crack. Because crack was it was during the crack era. A lot of gang members was also smoking crack. But my crew, nobody in my crew smoked crack. In Ghost Shadows, nobody smoked crack. Not Bay Street. Let me rephrase that. On Bay Street, nobody smoked crack.
During that time, also the lifestyle of being a gang member was so common. Like if you're Chinese and you see another Chinese person, you assume like, "Hey, what gang are you from?" Right?
Automatically. I'm gonna ask. As soon as you walk down the street. Now, I'm not gonna go on somebody else's block and say, yo, what gang you in? It's if you come on my territory or we go or I bump into you outside of my territory, then I'm gonna ask, and I don't know you, yo, le pinandoa. That's like, yo, where you from? You know? It's like this modern day era is yo, what hood you claim? You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Even if they look like a nerd or any, no matter what.
well, no. Only the bullies did that. Only the bullies did that. Bullies, they might chase a nerd down and ask them what gang you in. I never did that. Like, I know, yo, you got like 6 pairs of glasses on your face and 2 school bags. I'm not gonna question you what gang you in. You know what I'm saying? I know you're I know you're a school kid. I know you go to school. I've been that kid that got picked on when I went to school. I'm not gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So no, I only if you had tattoos or you had your hair all different color, or you had a beeper or whatever, then I'm gonna question you. I'm gonna question you, and I'm gonna question you hard.